Hello and welcome to my Study Work 2 silent screen. From Study Work 1, I'm going to continue exploring the African culture using the same media watercolors. For this artwork, I was influenced by the Fauvism movement, especially Matisse. I was influenced by how he used the brush strokes to create texture to the painting. And I was influenced by his non-realistic use of colors and how he incorporated this into human beings. Then I started my brainstorming by drawing a symbolic object like a shoe with a broken heel, where the shoe represents femininity and broken heel could possibly represent weakness. But then I thought I should do something related to my research countries, so I chose an African statue. I started by drawing it from different angles to explore the four. Then for drawing number 2, I focused on the face features to show how expressive they could be. Then for drawing number 3, I started drawing it from straight point of view again to explore the features of the face. Then I outlined it to have a better sense of the form. Then I saw if the body positions could be illustrate my theme and how expressive the body language could be. Then for the drawings number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I started drawing it from strange point of views to see if I could create. Then for drawings 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, my purpose was not to create an abstract painting, but to create a focal point where I can focus my composition around it. So I focused on different body parts from different point of view. Though by that time I was done with the complete 15 drawings, I still didn't know really what I was going to create. So I went back to the symbolism idea and I did an unrecognizable body part where it could be more of an abstract painting. Then for drawings 18, 19, I went back on focusing on the features. Then I tried with the different styles, which was using the eraser, which was not really successful. Then I used cross hatching to give the face more texture. Then after I was completely done, I looked back at all of the 25 drawings and I found out that drawing number 2 would be the best composition for my final artwork. So I started by experimenting with colored pencils, which I did not really like because how vague they were. They were not really expressive. So I then tried using watercolor medium. Then I started experimenting with different ways. For example, I started using wet media over wet media, then wet media over dry media, and I saw the different outcomes. Then I created 2 more experimentations. The first one I started by using wet media over wet media, using non-realistic colors inspired by the Fauvism. Then I thought it was not really visually interesting as it did not have much of a texture. So for my second experimentation, I started by making a wash of brown. Then I added hatching of yellow over it when it was dry. The research on Fauvism helped me create my own style. Then I was ready to create my final drawing, which I did not really like at the beginning because I felt it was really empty from the face and it was not really interesting to look at. So I thought I might add something on the face that fills up the space and be representative of the African culture. So I added an earring with an African design on it, which made it more interesting. For Study Work 3, I'm going to continue using watercolors, but this time exploring the Indian culture.